Sonoma County, while beautiful everywhere, has a very clear divide from east to west based on the lifestyle that you are looking for. My name is Emily.beaven, and I made the move from San Francisco to Sonoma County 3 years ago, and I've already done all of the research and have evaluated the east versus the west. And in this video, we're going to go into the good, the bad, and the ugly, comparing Sonoma County east to west. So starting off with the western region, for the purposes of this video, we're going to be looking at places like Petaluma, Sebastopol, and Occidental Grayton area. If you really go far west, you'll actually wind up at the Pacific Ocean and Sea Ranch, but that is a totally different video. On the east side, we are talking about Sonoma Valley, which encompasses the town of Sonoma, Boys Hot Springs, Glen Ellen, and Kenwood, and a little bit of Santa Rosa as well. Santa Rosa is the largest city in Sonoma County, and it expands across kind of the whole 101 east and west, and is divided also into north and south. So looking at the east, driving through this area is absolutely stunning, and it's what most people think of when they think of Sonoma County. But other than the vineyards and the tiny tourist towns, there's really not a lot out here. It's a quiet area without a lot of amenities. So you will have to drive into Petaluma or Santa Rosa or Napa if you want to go to Target, or if you want to have access to some of those larger city services. From Sonoma Plaza to Target in Petaluma is about 28 minutes, and it's about 25 minutes to Napa, while Sebastopol is only about 15 minutes to a Target. So I would say the number one downside is proximity to bigger shopping centers and having larger city services close to you. Now, some people could say, yeah, but you have really great proximity to Napa. And if that's what you want and you love wine tasting and you love everything about Napa, Sonoma could actually be a really good choice to you because it's closer to San Francisco. So number two downside would have to be the schools. There are more schools on the west side, so there's better chance to have better rankings, and there's just more variety when it comes to highly rated elementary, middle, and high schools with strong academic programs and extracurriculars. There's also Sonoma State, which is in the Rohnert Park area. Before we go on, I would like to ask you to please subscribe to my channel. Making a move to Sonoma County is a big decision, and it never hurts to be as informed as possible. If you subscribe, you will see weekly videos from me in your feed that go into detail about everything you need to know about living here. And the more that the channel grows, the better the videos will get. Do we have a deal? Awesome. So downside or drawback number 3 is tourism. Sonoma Valley is gorgeous, but word is out. It is a major destination for tourists. And if you really enjoy, downtown areas without a lot of tourists, you may find that it is just too busy, especially during the weekends. Crowds can really increase traffic. Lines can form at your favorite coffee shop, and this may just be a deal breaker for you. Number 4 drawback would be fire risk. If you are moving here from another part of the country, there is no place in California that is necessarily safe, but historically there have been more fires in the region, and you could be facing higher insurance premiums because of that. It's not a fun topic to discuss, but it is really essential, and we can certainly go into more of a conversation about that. But this certainly is an issue, especially for the east side. Overall, Eastern Sonoma is a great place to live. Most of the people that do choose to live there are looking at a second home, or they want to retire because of a slower pace of life. And people who don't care about having access to those daily larger shopping centers might find that it's a nice change of pace from bigger towns, and they might be really happy with just having the amenities that are on the plaza. There's also a big opportunity for 55 plus communities there. There's Oakmont in Santa Rosa, there's Chanterelle, and there's Temmelec. All in all, this side of Sonoma is really great for someone that kind of wants a tucked away experience outside of busy cities. While Eastern Sonoma is more about vacation homes, weekend trips, Its western counterpart is the one that is a little bit more family-centric, and it's one that families are choosing more and more. So number one, in terms of the pro for me, would be community feel. Families are living here full time, so there's more community involvement. Sebastopol and Petaluma have a really great community feel where you're going to run into your neighbors, but it's also big enough that you have access to almost any type of cuisine or restaurant or entertainment that you could want. A huge pro for me here is the weather. Temperatures tend to be cooler than the east side. The summers are going to be much more mild, and in Sebastopol and Petaluma, we have that coastal influence. So we do get some fog and then some really, really wonderful afternoon winds and breezes. The weather also impacts the landscape, so you're going to have more redwoods and just diversity in trees on this side. Number three is activities. You are not just stuck to kind of wine-related activities and wine culture. You're going to have more access to kayaking, paddleboarding, even hiking through some of the parks over here. And you're going to have more access to museums, libraries. You're going to have more things up closer in Santa Rosa, like the Luther Burbank Center, and just more things to do. And again, it's not focused on wine. So our festivals are like the Butter and Eggs Parade and the Apple Blossom and the Apple Festival each year. Let's talk about proximity. This is another huge one coming in at number 4. Petaluma is only 35 minutes to the Golden Gate, and Sebastopol is much closer to Healdsburg, and it's closer to Charles Schulz Airport, which is great to go to SoCal or Washington or Colorado. And the SMART train, which is a really, really great resource, is on the west side. And it goes all the way down to Larkspur. There's a station in Petaluma, there's a station in Cotati, and it will ultimately be going as far north as Cloverdale. Another cool thing when it comes to transportation is Petaluma has just launched a year-long pilot program for free bus transportation. So I hope this does well. It sounds like an awesome program. Number 5 is fire relief. Historically, the west side has seen less fire recently compared to the east. And this isn't to say it's totally protected, but it is a consideration if you were weighing the two today, 2024. Number 6 is access to water. I personally have to be close to the water, and this is a big reason that we moved to the west side. Sebastopol is about 25 minutes to Russian River and Bodega Bay, and all of the things that offers. We love to kayak, love to fish, so having that accessibility is great. So for me, all of these pros just are big pluses when you're looking at east versus west. I know this can all be a lot to remember, so I have created a free Sonoma County guide linked in the description below. You can save it and use it as a cheat sheet for your home search. So as you can see, Sonoma's eastern and western sides definitely differ in a lot of different aspects, but that doesn't mean that necessarily one is better than the other. It's just a matter of considering which type of lifestyle you're looking for. So what did you like best? Which one suits your needs? Did I miss anything? Was there something that you love? Was there something that you hate? Please feel free to leave me a comment below. I would love to start a conversation with you. If you've made it this far in the video, there's a good chance that you are looking to move to Sonoma County or relocate within Sonoma County. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me, emily.beaven@compass.com. Thanks so much for tuning in, and make it a great day.